Boom shakalaka. Welcome back to Colorless Oranges, where I share my experiences to help better yours. I'm your host, Cindy Hyatt Cinderella Cindy, that girl. And today we are talking life gets better when, and I'm going to cut to the chase, when you start living it, when you re-enter your life. That's the twist. I am also your host. It smells phenomenal right now. I am wearing a beautiful combination of perfume that just has me feeling like my life is amazing. I am a trillionaire. I'm the best podcast host there is. Give me somebody to interview. I promise you it'll be the best interview you've ever seen in your whole life. Anyways, for today's topic, please don't mind me. I literally had a breakdown right before this episode. Which, when did I film the other one? I think it was on Thursday. I wanted to flip my world upside down. Because let me just tell you, life is hard without community. I used to be the kind of person that was like, oh, like I don't necessarily need anything from my friends. Like I just want y'all to be here, be happy. Genuinely, I needed community really badly that day. I didn't know I needed it, and I was filming an episode, couldn't continue it, so I laid down, tried to take a nap. My mind was running, my eyes were closed. It was an hour. I just opened my eyes. I'm like, damn, I'm never gonna fall asleep. Pick up my phone. What do I see? A beautiful message. Hey, you want to chill? I'm like, yes. Actually, no. At first I was like, oh my god, I don't want to go outside. I hate life. I don't know. I did it, and I promise you I forgot all about my problems, and my life has been going up ever since I did that. We walked for about 2 hours, and I genuinely don't know how thankful I can be towards somebody who looks out for me, because I was not in the best headspace, and I'm emotional about it now. Can there be an episode I don't cry? I don't know. My heart, like, it opened. It was so closed. It was so shut. I was lost. I didn't know what to do and how to start fixing my life, because I feel like my life was like in shambles. And just walking and talking. And it wasn't necessarily only about me. I wasn't only just like, oh, venting my life. I was actually listening, helping, doing what I feel like I do best, which is, talking and helping people. It wasn't necessarily the nature of the conversation or anything. It was, I think, the fact that I got outside, I was in nature, and I was surrounded with someone, and I want to say people, including my dog, but just surrounded by so much love, so much pureness, so much just easiness. It was just easy to exist, right? I didn't need to think about how my rent was going to get paid. Am I going to get my car? Am I going to get a high score on the LSAT? Am I going to go to law school? Am I going to make it in life? Am I not a failure? It was just like, my mind, it didn't shut off necessarily, but that survivor mode part of me was pushed away. And I was focused, I was present, and I was living my actual life. And that's where this episode comes from. It's me understanding that in order for me to get to go to law school, have the money to pay my rent, get the car that I want, those are the goals, but that's not what every day is actively going to be about, right? There was a creator who was talking on TikTok about how we need to all chill out. And I know that we're all so worried about getting all of the things that we want, such as paying off our bills and getting that car, getting that house, getting married, doing this, doing that, and rushing to do it by the ripe age of 30. It's like, then what? What are we going to do after that? If we've reached every milestone, then what is there to live for? A lot of people in the comments were like, girl, I would just live a life of ease and like be happy and not be stressed like this all the time. As I thought about it, and I told myself like, okay, let's say I don't have the stress of anymore paying my rent, getting my other car, just buying all of the things and spending all the money that I need. Then what? What am I going to do with my life? And you start looking around and you start saying like, what are my hobbies actually? What do I do? What do I enjoy doing? What is something that fulfills me? Right? And that is where you find the actual solutions to your problems. The fact is, me going to yoga immediately translates to a successful day. I go, I stretch, I have some kind of movement, I do something with my body, which flows that stagnant energy out, then helps me creatively, right? I never used to like to think like I was an artist or creative or anything like that, because I always thought of those people as painters. Then as I went to college, because college honestly really did something to me. As I've gotten older, I realized how much stuff I learned in college while I was in college, and I was like, all right, like cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd stay in school forever if I could. You know, I really love school, and I try to treat the world as school, but living in survivor mode has changed that for me drastically. There's never been a moment of, it's never a moment of just silence and relaxation in the moment that we are in. In the fact that I graduated, I did that goal. In the fact that I got the apartment. In the fact that I got the job. In the fact that I did the hoodies. In the fact that I hang out with my friends. Like it's always like next. It's like, nervous system recalibration immediately. Set that appointment up immediately. Find a way to do so. I used to do it a lot back in the summertime, usually like on grass, chill out, do some breathing exercises. But it's been a couple of months since I've laid on grass because it's freezing cold outside and the grass is disgusting and I don't want to touch it. Also seeing what my dog does in grass, I'm just like, yikes. Yikes. I don't want that. I've had to learn how to re-enter my life. I wasn't disconnected from it. I just wasn't present in it. That is the main purpose of what I'm trying to talk about. It's talking about being present, being in the moment. And I know like this is so cliche and like we hear this all the time, but when it actually happens to you, you have nothing more to say than this, right? Because I was in the dumps. Literally on Wednesday or Thursday, whatever day it was that we went outside. I do know that it really changed the wiring in my brain. It like fed me. Like if I was starving, I was fed. And I've been trying to achieve that every day since. And every day has been just even better than yesterday. And I'm having such a good time learning myself and understanding myself that I'm now getting opportunities that I didn't have before. When you are in this stagnant energy, in this like deep dark side, it's like you try to think your way out of things. That's never the case in which anything works for me. And I feel like for anybody, we can't think our way through things. We have to flow our way through things. We have to walk our way out of things, right? Because the only way out is to like walk out, right? With our feet and like move and get some energy. My body was starting to morph into like this like hard rock shell. It's like, hello? Are you okay, girl? No. Literally defrost me. And obviously, you know, seasonal depression and yada, yada, yada makes you harden. So, okay, during this season, it was really difficult and I'm starting to loosen up. The other day when it was hot outside, I felt like my life changed. It was so amazing. And then it just kept getting colder and colder. I blame that on not having set routines in place, that you only rely on the sun to fulfill you, to give you that warmth that you're looking for. I felt that warmth on a cold day, hanging out with somebody. I felt that warmth making the hoodies. I feel that warmth when I'm sitting on this couch and I'm talking to you guys. I feel that warmth when I wake up in the morning and my dog didn't use the bathroom on the floor. You know what I mean? I feel fulfilled when I'm doing certain things, right? Like I like my creative sides. Those are my little hobbies. I like going to yoga. Definitely get that hot vinyasa inside that heart. Okay, what side is this? I don't know where my heart is at. Okay, I've been dyslexic recently. Can't tell my left from my right. Like, hello? This is my left hand, by the way. Yes, L for the left and love, because I love you so much. But yeah, just trying to be present in my life has really pushed me forward. I wouldn't have been able to have sold all the hoodies that I sold had I not made them, number one, right? I was stuck in that cycle of, oh my God, this is such a big, huge mountain that I gotta walk. and I have to now make this, I don't want to do it. Okay, moved, I pushed through it, great. Getting my body accustomed to the movement, not feeling like I have to stay stuck and stay in that tiny little place of I can't do this, I am not successful, I'm not this. I am successful. And those feelings really come present when I'm here, when I'm in the world. I know sometimes that we need to isolate ourselves. I know we need to cater to ourselves in a more quiet way. But if you've tried that and that isn't working, I'd recommend to go outside, hang out with some friends, bring them to your house. And I know sometimes we can't really sit there and ask certain people, because like that day I wanted community, but I didn't know how to ask for it, because actually the person that I really wanted community from is not here, you know. Who I wanted to feel like all cozy and like person was not available. So I was just like, whatever, man. It wasn't like the other person was a second fiddle or anything like that. It just helped me realize like my emotions are fleeting as quickly as I make them be, right? Because those emotions really could have pushed on to the next day and the next day and the next day until I realized like, wait a minute, I don't have to keep believing this story. So our emotions are like the weather. They're not archetyped. It's not a building. And even if it was a building, because like some of the thoughts that I have been here for a long time and I've had to like demolish them. You know what I mean? C4 on every floor and boom, 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 boom. Break them out of my mind. Also, something that really changed my perspective was I was going through a situation where I had to really just rely on the potential of that situation. Like, this is going to be great. And when I came to understand that I was just looking at the potential of it, and because there was nothing really to hold, I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. This is what I've done all the time, and this is what I'm always constantly doing. So I let go, and I was like, I can't do this. It made me relate that back to myself and why I'm okay with accepting those things from other people, because I give myself so much grace, right? I tell myself like, oh yes, one day I will be the biggest TikTok star, podcaster. It's already cold in here and this AC want to go. I don't know what train of thought I was in, but the point of everything is the way that I fix my problems now is just to live my life and now find the situations through there, because I couldn't have thought in my mind that I was gonna make all these hoodies and it was gonna give me the money for X, Y, and Z. Can't just try to fix your problems every day, if that makes sense. Like, you can fix your problems, but not by like sitting there like, all right, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do it? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna do it? It's never gonna work. If your problem is men, girl, hit my line. I got some advice for you. I know a thing or two. Or maybe I don't. Or maybe my advice doesn't work. I'm sure it will. Chill. Yeah, I want to actually open up a line for y'all. I want to open up a situation where we talk about y'all's situation and your experiences and how I can help better your experiences, not only through mine. I have an experience actually that I thought was unique to me. And as I was talking about it, I was like, oh, wait. I think a lot of people go through this, especially new age, but I don't want to talk about it yet because I have yet to find a solution for it or see the fruits of its labor, actually. So stay tuned for that one. Yes, but now I am present in my life. Instead of me rushing, and let me just tell you guys this. I've been in charge of the kitchen my entire life. I have 3 other siblings, 2 of which had duties around the house as well. And mine was always the kitchen. I hadn't deep cleaned my house, me personally, in a month. Sure, the cleaning lady comes and she cleans her deep way and how she does it. But me, get on my hands and knees and scrub anything, hadn't done it in a while. Recently, when you purge and you let out all of these emotions, like I feel like certain things that you want to do is like clean your space. So that's what I was doing with mine. I was getting ready to, I believe it was wash the dishes, I think. Not that I had dishes in there, but you know, my coffee pot and stuff like that. And then I looked at the stove and I was like, damn, I ain't even cleaned the stove. So I started cleaning the stove. And on top of the stove is, you know, those like the metal thing. I hate that one because I don't know if they spray paint black on it, but anytime I try to clean it, it's like the black of it comes out. So it really annoys me. But anyways, I was like, how the hell am I going to clean this? Like, oh my God. Literally, it took me like 5 minutes max. Not only, maybe like 10 with the other part too. But cleaned it, started feeling so good. Started cleaning the whole house, deep cleaned the entire house so well. Like the frames, the baseboards, girl. The blinds up there that everybody's always, how are you cleaning that? Like I was putting in thing. And as I was doing everything, I realized like, oh, we don't have to rush through this. I'm here like trying to scrub, and like in my mind I was like, how am I going to wash them both at the same time? I was like, you wash one at a time. I was trying to put both of those the metal things from the stove in the sink to wash them both at the same time. Why? Chill out. Like literally just, it takes 2 seconds. Like just relax. Like we can do this slowly and enjoy your time. I remember one time I was talking to my best friend and she was like, yeah, like she just loves her slow mornings and this and that. I'm like, what the hell is a slow morning? Never heard of it. Never done it before in my life. Started doing it and I'm like, oh, you know, like there's no rush. Now that I have a dog, there really is a rush. Like I really got to get up and walk him, which kind of annoys me. And it's like, I'm not going to wake up even earlier than that. Because once he sees me waking up, it's like, all right, like I've been waiting for you. You've been sleeping. Let's go. So I'm trying not to be rude to him because like if I had to use the bathroom, I would use the bathroom right when I need to. Ain't nobody telling me to wait. I wish he could walk himself sometimes. Like he is so smart and intelligent. I'm sure he could. But anyways, it's just like, it's so weird because like once you get up and you're outside of the house and then you come back, I don't have that like nice warm toastiness that I want to get back in bed. And I crave that so much. I crave to just like lay in my bed. I haven't laid in my bed all day in a year or more. And I've been missing that. I think I'm going to do that today. Well, I mean, I can't because I've really just done so much, but might just get in there a little earlier. I'm just missing that like nice calmness of my own room. My home is starting to feel so much like a home. I'm so in love. I just want to be here all the time. And there's so much pink happening, which if you start identifying with a certain color more than others, it usually shows like where your energy is at. And mine lately has been pink and like love. Yeah, it's just been really nice. Nice pink sheets, pink towels, pink mug, pink spatula. You know, I'm just having a vibe. I'm trying to live my life instead of just existing, enjoying the journey to getting to where I need to be. It's gonna happen as long as I keep trying and not actually just thinking about it, but actually physically trying. Recently, I went the day that this all crashed. Oh, I think it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday was the day that like the switch just flipped on me. I went to the doctor's office. Just terrible front desk. I was not happy with the situation because I had called the day prior to set an appointment. The appointment on the phone to make one was just so long. I was on the phone for 12 minutes just trying to get an appointment. Give me the appointment. Fast forward, get there the next day looking for parking. All of them say reserved and there's like 5 that say visitor. Mind you, this building is like 20 stories. And there's 2 of them. How am I supposed to park? Anyways, cool. So finally found parking after looking for I don't know how long. Get upstairs, front desk. I kid you not, maybe 8 workers. In my mind, I'm like, there's 8 people here and none of them can pick up the phone to make an appointment. They have a call center and there's 8 people working here and you can't call here to make an appointment. So what are they doing on the phone? What are they doing here? Are they just calling to making sure insurance is going to pay for this and this and that? That's just ridiculous. Anyways, I get there. They want me to change my PCP because God knows. I should have just at this point went to urgent care. Had to change that. I changed it online because I'm not an idiot and I know how to use an app. They're like, well, no, we need a reference number. I'm like, but I just... Yeah, you can call the back of your card. I'm calling the back of my card. I'm annoyed as hell because what do you mean I have to do something? Anyways, this is your job. You could. What else? What are they paying you to do? What was their job? What are they there to do? Walk me through where? She wasn't the nurse. She's just a receptionist. So as a receptionist, what is your job? What does it entail? Clearly not to serve the people. I don't know. Anyways, fast forward. I'm on the phone. Automated thing is like, well, what do you need? It's not the thing's fault. So I'm just sitting there waiting for them to transfer me over. I get another call on the other line. I'm like, why are they? It's the doctor's office calling me. I'm like, hello? I hear somebody talking. I look around. Shorty in front of me, calling me. Hi, yes, I just wanted to make sure you were coming to your appointment today. I put the phone on my lap. I put the packet on the glass. Which glass? The little glass dish in the microwave. I closed the door. Which door? The door to the microwave. Okay, anyways. I put the phone down and I'm looking at her. She can't see me because she's behind the screen. I hear her say, hello. I get up and I look at her. I'm like, it's like, oh my God, they didn't check you in. So the person over here who just made me change my PCP doing all of this, you didn't check me in? What have you been doing? Bro, what were you doing? Pissed me off. Okay, cool. It cut out, guys. Sorry. I'm looking in my email to make sure I didn't get a confirmation that says, oh, yes, thank you so much for changing, blah, blah, blah. I didn't get anything. So I just told her to change it to somebody else. She's like, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Girl, what is your job? What is her job? Anyways. Finally, give me the reference number. I give it to the person in the front. Now I'm sitting in the waiting room. It smells like piss. And mind you, I got there at 11 o'clock. I look at my phone. It said 12:20. 12:20. Kind of crazy. An hour and 20 minutes at a doctor's office, have yet to be seen by a doctor. She wants me to fill out this form, which normally in my regular doctor's office, which I miss so much, and we'll get to the point of that later. I'm like, I don't know why I got to write all of this, but okay, cool. The girl calls me back. She takes me in with her, asking me the same questions that are on the paper. I was like, is she not going to look at the paper? What was the point of me doing the paper? But cool. Asked me this touchy ass question. Oh, and so does anybody in your family had cancer? Yes. Who? My grandmother. Maternal or paternal? Girl, I don't know shit about my dad. I'm black. Hello? Oh my God. People are crazy. You really don't know who you messing with any day of the day. You really about to ask me questions that I'm not even fully healed from. Like I won't set this building ablaze. Whew. Got me so riled up. I was ready to cry. Like literally, like how I look right now, it was even worse. I was red in the face and my tears were like about to come out. It's obviously not her fault, but maybe if she had done her job with reading the form that I had just filled out, we wouldn't have been in this issue. But cool. She goes, tells me to take the eye exam test, whatever. I'm doing it. I'm looking at the second to last line like, damn, I'm doing great. I have really good eyesight. Cool, whatever. She's like, oh, the doctor's going to come, whatever. Mind you, I had a reason to go to the doctor, right? Like, sure, I need a new physical because I hadn't done one in a while, but I've been feeling some sciatica pain in my lower back for some time now. And sorry, I don't know if like sciatica pain in my lower back is redundant because sciatica only happens in your lower back. But anyways, I completely forget all of the reasons in which I went to the doctor's office. I was just so angry. She's checking me. She puts the stethoscope in my back, the 4 areas. Close your eyes, and she goes like this to me. I feel it. And so I move my leg up. And she's like, oh, don't try to help me. She checks my ears. Okay, great. Have you seen an ophthalmologist? No, I just did the eye exam. Oh, well, it's just to see the pressure in your eyes. Oh, okay. Gave me a referral for that. Told me to come back so I could do some blood. Girl, I'm never going back there ever again. I literally bawled my eyes out. I called my mom bawling. My mom's like, well, maybe it's just that doctor's office because all the other doctor's offices I've been at in New Jersey have been really nice. I hate it here. I just want to go back to my mom. I just miss my mom. Y'all ever like really like be sad and be like, I just want to go back. I just miss my mom. Like anytime I'm sad, I'm just be like, I just miss my mom. Obviously, my mom is like code for like home, and my mom is home to me. So I was just very upset. Like I've been at the same doctor's office my entire life, and I've moved so much, but the one staple thing that I've kept in my life, and I've even brought many people to, was my doctors. My doctors went from where I'm from in New York to the Bronx, and I still went. They moved so many times, and I've gone with them every time they move. I love my doctor's office. I've had terrible times, like them trying to take blood out and stuff like that. Like I used to, when I was younger, I would get like really like, now I'm cool, but back then it was really hard. And like the girl, she's always been nice to me, always try to help me and stuff like that, you know? I'm not necessarily afraid of change. I just always expect things to be better. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to change to something, I want it to be better than what I got. Not me fucking downgrading to this bullshit ass place where I got to find okay, cool. I'm from New York, so I'm not always looking for parking. I'm in New Jersey. Okay, they valet my car here for free. They put gas in my car for free. I don't ever get out of my car. There's drive-thrus. I'm parking my car in 4 slots of visitor parking for a building that had minimum 30 patients in there waiting. That was crazy to me. Anyways, I love my doctor's office. I miss my doctor. So I'm on a hunt for another one. I really feel like I rarely ever have negative experiences. And I'm deeming it as negative because genuinely, the way that I cried and I screamed when I came out of there, it was so deep. You would have thought I had been holding this my whole life, and I've been there and I was tortured. I was like, I never want to come back here. Oh my God. And like, it's like a big like F you to them. Cause like, obviously, what am I going to do? Curse out the doctor? Couldn't stand her. I tell you that much. Yuck. Oh, can I use my phone so that I can type faster? What are we in a rush for? Everything is a rush. What is the rush for? I literally saw her for 5 minutes. That lady probably got like $70,000 just from seeing me. I ain't going back there. Then that song by Drake, no more, stuck in my head. Then I don't know who, what, where, or why I decided to get a coffee. I was just trying to be happy, like give myself a little pick me up, whatever. I got a large extra shot of espresso frozen coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. Drank that, boom. Came home, just looking around like, oh my God, life is so hard. And that's what like had my mind going and going. Try to lay down, go to sleep, couldn't. The caffeine in my body was like, ha. Got that text, boom, shakalaka. Went outside, came back home, felt amazing. Took a shower and just felt so good and clean and just nice. Oh my God, and I had my favorite food that day too. Ooh, loved it. It's been going well ever since. Also, too, yesterday, I went to go do my nails. Boom. Look how beautiful my nails look. I love them so much. Cool. Get my nails done. I'm getting a massage. I want to extend the massage. So I'm like, all right, when I'm done, I'll go to the back. She could do another 15, 30 minutes to my lower back. Because, again, I have sciatica. I don't know what's going on. This wasn't what you was giving me out there. Literally, right in the middle. I was thinking about it like, how do I end this? This is for my people who be doing stuff that they don't want to do and they don't know how to stop it. I'm going to tell you this. She was boom. I was like, how much longer do we have? She said 16 more minutes. I said, oh, I'm so sorry. Could we wrap this up a little earlier? Because I got somewhere to go. I did have somewhere to go. Come home. My dog, he missed me. She's like, oh, yeah, sure. We'll just do 15 minutes. Great. Never doing that again with you. Ever. Never, ever. Anyways, going back into doing Pilates and yoga and this and that. My body's been nice and stretched. So I'm really not having those issues as badly as I did before. But still going to go to the doctor, see what's going on. I'm sure they'll probably prescribe some like physical therapy or something like that. I don't really know why or what happened. Today's Mother's Day. I celebrate as I was trying to say before I got cut off because my battery died, which I don't think that's ever happened to me. I don't think I've ever talked this much. Maybe in the past. Not really sure. It's Mother's Day. I'm sure there are people who have a complete different experience than me. And I feel for you. All I can say is that I hope you are better than what you were given. I hope you can forgive. I hope you can let go and try to move forward. I'm sure there is a purpose. So don't dwell. I've had the fortunate experience of having 2 different types of moms. I had a real strict young mom. And then I had a cool, loving, carefree mom after. I love both, and I respect both, and I'm thankful for both. I understand the situations that made her the way she was in certain things. And so I just give a little bit of grace. And she turned out to be the best thing ever. And I love my mama so much I could cry. She's just so nice to me. She just does all these things all the time without even me asking. She's just so thoughtful, so caring. And I hope that we can all embody that in our own lives. Just to be thoughtful, to be caring, to be loving. If only the world could see my mom so we could all be the same. Certain people praise Gandhi and stuff like that. I just be like, wow, man, look at my mom. She's just so nice and kind. And I wish I could just give her the world, which I'm going to. Mark my words, I'm going to. But yeah, let's all tap into our feminine energy. Because wow, one time I remember somebody was like, yeah, I'm looking for a feminine woman. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like my friend. They weren't trying to like get at me or anything, but they were like, yeah, like somebody like your mom. You see, like she's just so feminine. In my mind, I'm like, she really being her masculine. Like my mom goes to work, boom, all the time. Even through that, even her like doing something that's masculine, she's still the most girliest girl you would ever meet. Me, on the other hand, what up? She's so like, oh hi. She's so dainty. And that's just really on standing on in your feminine energy and just being like a beautiful goddess. Because genuinely, even me, it's hard. Like you know what I mean? Love everything about her. She's just so intelligent. And even then, there are things that we could still work on, right? Like let's learn to stand in our power, right? You know what we're worth? Look to see what we are capable of and push towards that. I know I'm capable of far more than the little bare minimum shit that I be doing. I be breadcrumbing myself. Not necessarily that I should be out here making more episodes, but there are things that I know that I could be doing and I haven't done. So I'm going to give myself the opportunity, as now that I have this flow and this movement back into my life that has restored the internal peace in my body, that are starting to now fulfill me. And my cup isn't this dry, decrepit piece of nothing. And it's now like into this beautiful chalice gold with an emerald engraved in it that's starting to fill up. I have things to do, ideas, amazing things. And I'm just excited to move forward and get there. So I hope you hop on this journey with me. I hope the best for you as always. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I don't say it as a suggestion. I'm saying it as a demand. I'm demanding you to do it. Literally, you right now, you. Pause the video, like it, and comment. I don't care what you comment. Comment your thoughts. I care about your thoughts. You might think I don't care. I really do. I don't know if you think I don't, but I do. If you think that, oh, she's going to care too much, gas my head up a bit. What's up? What has ever been wrong with that? I'd love to get some participation from you. Truly, thank you. I'll see you and you in the back soon. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. I love y'all. Y'all really make my days. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.